guys? American Mexican Gunslinger. Today we're going to talk about the top 5 cons about the AR-15. The first con would be that it's one of the banned rifles. What I mean by banned is that the media and everyone hates this rifle. Probably because it's black. No, probably not because of that. But still, they like to bring this rifle down. They like to be like, oh, we're going to make an assault weapons ban. And it's all based on this rifle, you guys. That's one con that I probably think that most of you already know. But this is the most attacked rifle in the United States of America, and also the most popular. But that is one big con about this rifle, is that you'll probably get a lot of hate of it. And it's not just that, but the media just hates this rifle, you guys. The media, the TV, the social media, like everyone hates this rifle when it comes to politics, you guys. But the people who love it are the ones who enjoy shooting it. That is one con that I do not like about the AR-15. The second con I don't like about the AR-15 is that people will hate on you regardless of how you build it. They will talk crap about your rifle. They'll be like, oh, that's a shitty AR-15. Like, why couldn't you build it better? You could have just bought this nice SIG spear that costs $3,000. Why are you going off with a $700 AR-15? Media, the social media, majority of the time, even whatever AR-15 you put up on your YouTube channel or whatever, they will hate on you. They will hate on you. The second A community, once you get into firearms and AR-15s, but if you're a rookie, they're going to be like, oh, dude, that's a nice rifle. But once you've been doing it for years, you'll be like, dude, that's a shitty rifle. Why don't you build something better? Like, dude, all it does is go bang and shoot. Like, what else do guns do besides just look cool? You know what I'm saying? That's another con why the AR-15, I don't like the AR-15, because either way, the way you build it, the way you make it, someone out there is always going to hate on your work. Cool. Alright, the number 3 con why I don't like the AR-15, or what people don't like about the AR-15, is the fact that majority of the time people will, I can't explain it, but majority of people want to buy full rifles instead of building them. And that's the thing though. That's the one con, is that all these other companies are making AR-15s, and sometimes their AR-15s and if they don't work, then what's the point of buying a full-size AR-15 at the store? Because when I was in California, they were trying to charge me $1,000 for a built AR-15. Like, why would you charge so much for a built AR-15? Like, why? And if I wanted to get something that's $400 or $500, like the Omni freaking plastic upper or lower, like, those are unreliable. Like, straight up unreliable. Like, why would you guys sell an unreliable rifle to people? Like, just because of the price and cost? Like, come on, guys. Like, come on. Come on. Don't be doing that. But there are some decent rifles that are full built already, but majority of them don't work as well. That's what I'm trying to say. Con is that, well, some people just don't like them. They just don't. They'll be like, oh, the AR-15 isn't the best rifle out there. Like, I'd rather get a SCAR 16. I'd rather get a BRN 160. I'd rather get an AK chambered in 5.56 or 223. I'd rather get a Galileo chambered in 5.56. Like, this rifle is now kind of one of the most hated rifles, and people want to see new ideas, new things. They don't want to be, oh, I'm going to be that guy with a regular AR-15 anymore. They want to be that guy with the Galileo that's with 5.56. or they want something that's chambered in 5.56 like the AK. You know, like people are starting not to like AR-15s that much anymore because there's different products out there in the market that are way better than the AR-15, which is just crazy because this is one of America's beloved rifles. So it's like, just people are just like, nah, I don't want that anymore. I want something different. You know what I'm saying? So it's hated and loved at the same time, you guys. So that's another con for the AR-15 that I don't like either, because they talk crap about it when they get something new. Like I said, like the SCAR 16 or the Galileo or a BRN 160 or just these weird other modern rifles and innovations that people are trying to come up with. Now, my number 5th con that I don't like about the AR-15 is not relatively based on the state that I live in, but the states that are next to the states that I live in, like California, and I don't live close to New York, but or all these other states, you guys, that are blue, that don't like the AR-15, you will have to neuter your gun. And that's what I hate about it. Like, oh my goodness, you guys, like, why? Like those folk in California, they need this little device, the Juggernaut device, just so they can remove the magazine. They literally have to do this, guys. Let's see if I can take the pin out. They have to literally open it up so they can do that. Like, what in the world is going on? Like, these freaking politicians don't know crap about guns. Wait, they might, because they want you to do everything slower. You get what I'm saying? So it's not efficient, while the police get suppressors in California and they get whatever they want over there in those states. But us civilians have to stick with these crappy innovations that these companies have to come up with just so you can do this. You know what I'm saying? And then that's the other reason too, that you have to have a fixed stock. You can't do this. Giggity. But anyways, you guys can't be able to do that because they were all like, oh, you gotta have it fixed. Like, what the heck does that have to do with anything? They just don't, like, they're making it hard for people to shoot in these other states. Like, it's so messed up, you guys. Like, I lived in California. Like, I remember when I was in California, when I first turned 18, all you needed was a bullet button, you guys. So, yeah, all you needed was to get a bullet from a 5.56 and just insert it in there, and then you can drop your magazine, and you can have whatever you want. Now it's got to be fixed. Now you got to have a freaking fin grip, which you have to hold it a weird way like this. And trust me, it causes wrist problems, you guys. It really does cause wrist problems. My wrist was starting to hurt after a while of holding it. Like all the time I would grab it, I was like, I couldn't get a good hold on it because it would hurt my wrist. But now that I can have a whole pistol grip on it, good to go. And that's the thing. Like, what the heck? And also in those states, you can't have a binary trigger. Like, you can't have any type of trigger that makes it shoot faster. Like, what the heck? Like, you can't have all these fun stuff like drum magazines and these even 30 rounders were illegal over there. You would have to only stick to 10 rounders, or unless you live in New York, 7, unless they changed the law and now it's 10. But I don't know, guys. Like, why? Just why? And then on top of that, you couldn't have a flash hider. You have to have a muzzle brake or compensator. Why? I don't get this. That's the number 1 and the number 5 con that I don't like about AR-15s. Thank you guys for watching. I'm American Mexican Gunslinger. Keep up the fight, you guys. You know what I mean? These firearms are just beautiful in their own way, but they do have some problems too, like the cons I just mentioned. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you around. And this 15-round magazine seems to be working like a boss, guys.